alcoholic or not, and check out our merch booth while you have the opportunity. All of our teams are well represented over there.
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the Haggard Oaks Amusement Park, home of the defending national champion Rosebuds All-Stars and the 4-time defending world champion Wheels of Justice. Thank you all for coming out to this exhibition bout between the Sour Punch Kids and the Candy Crushers. Should be pretty sweet, right? All right, just a few things before we get started. Please stay on your side of the black bumpers unless told otherwise. This is a juniors bout, so please cheer responsively and positively. If you don't, you will get a penalty for one of the teams, and you may be asked to leave. So let's, be positive. And speaking of penalties, I'd like everybody to put their hands together for all of our officials who keep this safe and going. And while you're in the clapping mood, please give it up for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. Get some raffle tickets, grab some merch at halftime, and let's get this going. My name is Puns and Roses. I'm joined by
Stabby.
All right, let's do it, Stabby.
Alrighty, for the Sour Punch Kids, the team wearing the black jerseys. Number 0, Scrambled Egg. Number 1, Skittles. Number 108, T-Rex. Number 111, Ballistic. Number 132, the Kraken. Number 16, Be Afraid. Number 19, Gwen Reaper. Number 197, Gremlin. Number 28, Thrash Panda. Number 29, Sugar Glider. Number 3, Nora Bones. Number 31, False Glitch. Number 33, Ruthless. Number 333, Never Ending Glory. Number 35, The Feral Kid. Number 22, Catnip. Number 38, William Shakespeare. Number 74, Dynamite. Number 95, Lil T Rubble. And certainly, but not last, your captain, 087, Jawbreaker. Give it up for the Sour Punch Kids. All right, Puns. Who do you have?
All right. Presenting In the white, the Candy Crushers. Featuring number 07, Voldemort. Number 11 is Honey Basher. Wearing number 13, that is Slamilton. Number 14 is Sour Stitch. Wearing number 15, Princess Leia. Number 17 is Blueberry Ruffin. Number 18, Snapdragon. Featuring number 2, Cayenne Pepper. Number 23, Noah Mercy. Wearing number 496, a Saltwater Taffy. 523 is Potatinator. Wearing number 6, Grizzloo Bear. Number 612, Magic Hate Ball. Wearing 619, Chloe Catastrophe. Number 64, Tornado. Number 732, Eastgate Artist. 777 is Screaming Death. Number 819 is Kill Pickle. 888, Frantic. And the last one standing, wearing number 36, Piranha Pixie. And a Saltwater Taffy is your captain. Give it up for the Candy Crushers.
Before we get started with too much action here, I want to say thank you to S1 Helmets. They are sponsoring the stream of our event this evening. Thank you so much, S1 Helmets, for keeping all of our skaters as Melonses so safe.
And hey, remember to get some raffle tickets. The tickets for the raffle go towards the defending national champions Rosebud All-Stars as they defend their title. Donations are also accepted, but you know, if you're handing out money, you might as well get the raffle tickets.
Here's the first lineup of the game.
And behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line, in the white, that is Blueberry Ruffin.
And jamming for the black is Dynamite.
And there we go. Up to the front of the pack, that is Blueberry Ruffin. Lead jammer. Blueberry Ruffin coming in. Defense setting up. Ruffin through. That is 4 points in the air.
This is a 4-point jam for both teammates, for both teams. And there's the call off.
I'd like to say thank you to Holler. Visit Holler, Selwood's down-home restaurant, sports bar, and treat shop.
Jamming for the team in black, we have False Glitch.
And that is a saltwater taffy jamming for white. The Darth Bling penalty box still empty at the moment.
Some great defense being played by number 19, Gwen Reaper. And a saltwater taffy is through the pack.
Roldemort and company slowing up False Glitch, but False Glitch now through on the initial. Great one-on-one defense up at the front of the pack by Gwen Reaper.
Looks like number 19, Gwen Reaper, is going to the penalty box for a forearm penalty.
And Saltwater Taffy through for 4. Comes the offense from Scrambled Egg and Company.
What was it? Track cut. What's that? Track cut. Looks like a track cut was called on
One
White
of-
Blocker.
And Saltwater Taffy bounces off the defense through for 4. Good defense from Eastgate Artists and Company, slowing up that jammer.
You could really say that False Glitch is really glitching through the pack right now. That was a really nice rollback by Honey Basher. Looks like Cayenne Pepper's headed to the penalty box on a late penalty.
If you know a business that would benefit by promoting a Derby events and to RCR members, email sponsorship at rosecityrollers.com or check out our sponsorship on rosecityrollers.com.
All right, next up we got
Looks like
Sugar
the-
Glider.
Looks like the team in white was starting at a low pack disadvantage. Jamming for the Sour Patch Kids, we have Sugar Glider.
And Princess Leia out on the initial as well.
Nice hit to the outside by 333. Princess Leia is through on the inside line.
And Never Ending Gory and Company creating a lane for Sugar Glider.
Princess Leia using their size to get through on the outside line.
And there's the call off.
In case you didn't know, we are now serving Liquid Death at RCR's Plow Stop Bar. If you know, you know.
All right, next up we have Potatonator in the white. And
Jamming for the Sour Punch Kids, we have Be Afraid. Great defense being played by number 22, Catnip.
And Pack up to full strength right now.
Number 1, Skittles getting in between a white blocker to keep the jammer from getting outside of the pack.
And there's the call off.
I'd like to say thank you to Rebel Heart Therapy, individual and relational therapy for Portland's Black Sheep and Unicorns.
All right, white jammer is Kill Pickle.
And jamming for the Sour Punch Kids, we have Dynamite.
And Dynamite explodes through the pack.
Dynamite is through the pack with that initial pass.
Good defense there from Candy Crusher and Honey Basher.
I'd like to say thank you to Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org.
Jamming for the Sour Punch Kids, we have Lil T Rubble.
And that is Snapdragon for the Crushers. And Lil T Rubble through on the outside lane.
Lil T Rubble is through with that initial pass and is speeding around the track. Snapdragon is through the pack. That was a beautiful spin by Lil T Rubble. And there's the call off.
1 point scored there on that pass, and we have a lead change.
I'd like to take a minute to say thank you to Black Cat Plumbing, Portland's neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR, well, since forever.
Jamming for the Sour Punch Kids, we have Sugar Glider.
And that is a saltwater taffy.
Chloe Gatash 3 is through the pack with that initial pass, while Sugar Glider is struggling to get through that pack, but makes it by with just a sliver of space left.
That was some beautiful blocking by number 888, Frantic.
Oh, good stop on the inside lane by number 2.
Chloe Chastity is in the lead with Sugar Glider slowly behind. Both jammers are capitalizing on that inside line.
Never Ending Gory created that lane. And there's the call off.
I'd like to say thank you to Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon.
All right, we've got Ballistic skating in the black. That is Honey Basher in the white. Honey Basher looking for the inside lane.
Really great defense being played by Skittles. Kill Pickle with a beautiful hit to the inside line. Places Ballistic and has to do a recycle.
And that is a track cut on Ballistic.
Looks like Kill Pickle is going to the penalty box.
You're fine, you're fine. All right. Thrash Panda and Company doing a great job slowing up the jammer.
That was a really good hit attempt made by number 1, Skittles. Ballistic is just pushing their way through the pack and makes it through on that inside line.
Piranha Pixie and Company forcing the Black Jammer to the inside. Catnip, Nora Bones and Company working that jammer, but Ballistic gets through, or Honey Basher gets through.
Like to say thank you to Laurelhurst Theater and Pub, bringing the best of classic and modern cinema to Portland.
Jamming for the Sour Punch kids, we have Dynamite, and Saltwater Taffy is through on that outside line.
Williams Skate Spear and Company line up the back, but Saltwater Taffy gets in. Oh, nice force out and long recycle by Jawbreaker. All right, your score with just under 7 minutes to go, 59 for the Sour Punch kids, 78 for the Candy Crushers. Everybody having fun so far?
It looks like we have a timeout.
This timeout brought to you by RCR's Realtor, Deb Counts Tabor, and welcome to PDX.
Looks like the black team has just busted a move down there.
Come on, you guys know the words. Hands up, playing my song, gonna be okay.
Big shout out to DJ Daniel Slay Lewis for spinning the tunes for us this afternoon.
I guess it is actually afternoon. I thought it was still morning, but the clock proves me wrong.
And while we wait, this is a great time to buy some raffle tickets. Look at Quicksilver down there selling all those raffle tickets. All right, that whistle brings the timeout to a close.
Jamming for the Sour Punch kids, we have number 19, Gwen Reaper.
And that is Grizzly Bear in the white. And Screaming Death and Company looking to close off that inside lane.
And Gwen Reaper is through on that inside line.
Nice defense at the back of the pack. And blocker shedding out of the pack. Good work by Blueberry Ruffin slowing down Gwen Reaper, but Gwen Reaper eventually powers past. And Grizzly Bear grinding up on that tripod. Lil T Rubble and company. And there goes Grizzly Bear for 4.
Gwen Reaper is through on that outside line.
And Grizzly Bear into the pack, but Scrambled Egg says, I'm not going to make that over easy for you.
Great defense from the Candy Crushers walls when slowing Gwen Reaper down.
And there we go, Feral Kid and company keeping Grizzly Bear contained at the front of the pack.
That was some excellent blocking by one-on-one blocking by number 95, Lil T Rumble.
All right, that is 888 frantic jamming for the Crushers.
And jamming for the Sour Punch kids, we have Never Ending Glory. And Never Ending Glory is through on that outside line. Skittles looks like number 1 Skittles is going to the penalty box for a track cut.
And there goes Never Ending Glory. All right, this is a power jam for the Crushers right now.
Looks like Never Ending Glory is in the penalty box on a cut track call.
And good effort by the Kraken and company, but they were just overwhelmed by the Candy Crushers offense.
Never Ending Glory back on the track and through the pack on that inside line. There's currently no lead jammer, and the jam will go for the full 2 minutes.
Nice stop from Cayenne Pepper there.
That was a beautiful pass of Frantic, and there's the call off. Jamming for the team in black, we have Dynamite.
And that is Snapdragon jamming for the Crushers. Noah Mercy and company engaging the front of the pack. There goes Snapdragon, lead jammer.
Snapdragon is through the pack on that outside line, but is merging into the middle.
Sour Snitch burying Dynamite.
And there's the call off.
I'd like to say thank you to Killer Burger. 5 minutes to burgers, beer, and bottomless fries.
Oh, I just hit Killer Burger not too long ago. So good. It's my Sunday morning ritual.
Jamming for the Sour Punch kids, we have our very own team captain, Jawbreaker.
That is East Skate Artist. Out for lead jammer for the Crushers.
Jawbreaker making her way through that pack and across the track. That was a beautiful recycle by the white wall right there.
That was Kill Pickle there. Very diligent.
Jawbreaker struggling to get out of that. Oh.
And that is a track cut on Jawbreaker. Period clock has expired. We are on jam time right now. Slamilton in the offense looking to bury that defense.
Jawbreaker is back in the game. Beautiful recycle.
Ruthless and Company forcing out and recycling East Skate Artist.
One more jam that's gonna happen?
No, we're intermission.
All right, folks, we are at intermission. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes. There's gonna be some fun stuff on the track for the younger folks to just go out there and burn some energy out. So if you are young or young at heart and wanna like hit the hula hoops and whatever, go for it. Otherwise,
Is it gravity, your heart and mine? All I know is the stars have aligned. I could count the ways you lit up my life, but I wouldn't try. Your science I can't describe. Love unexplainably taking flight like a satellite. Ask me anything you'd like. I could answer every why. Oh, you wake me up like the morning light. Even darkness can't dim your bright eyes. You're the rising sun, the kindest sign that will be alright. Your science I can't describe. Love unexplainably taking flight like a satellite. This night, brilliantly simplified. I look at you and my heart takes flight like a satellite. Satellite. And when the skies are rough, the elements too much, our love will hold us up. We're made of titanium. Your science I can't describe. Love unexplainably taking flight like a satellite. This night, brilliantly simplified. I look at you and my heart takes flight like a satellite. Always satellite. Yeah, I look at you and my heart takes flight like a satellite.
All right, let's get this crazy train started. And they're off. That is Skittles and a saltwater taffy.
And a saltwater taffy is through that pack. Skittles is about half a track behind.
And a saltwater taffy being bounced around by that Crushers defense, or Sour Punch Kids defense.
I'm looking at something. Don't worry about that right now. That's not your job right now as an announcer.
And there's the call off. Great defense by the Crushers, preventing points on that last pass.
I'd like to say thank you to Secret Aardvark, the local made flavor that kicks you in the mouth.
Jamming for the Sour Punch kids, we have number 19, Gwen Reaper.
And that is Tornada jamming for the Crushers.
Gwen Reaper is through that initial pass for the kids.
And Tornada makes it through that defense finally, out on the initial. Credit to the kids' defense for slowing up the jammer for that long.
Max Richardson on the stream saying, "Let's go Frantic."
Kill Pickle, great defense, but Gwen Reaper is through.
Tornado is through on the outside line. And it's picking up 4 points. And there's the call off.
If you're watching at home on the stream, go ahead and tell us who you're rooting for, and you can get a shout out.
As Lil T Rubble and Blueberry Ruffin jamming. Both jammers out. Photo finish. That is Lil T Rubble gets lead, but barely. Blueberry Ruffin right behind as they're coming around for that scoring pass.
And there's the call off.
Joe Mangold on the stream saying, "Good job, Kill Pickle."
Jamming for the Sour Punch kids, we have number 087, your team captain, Jawbreaker.
That is Honey Basher. Ballistic and Company set up in the tripod, but there goes Honey Basher around the outside. Lead jammer.
Jawbreaker through that pack with a little sliver of track to get through. And looks like a forearm was called on Black's pivot.
Star Valdez saying, "Frantic all the way." Frantic sure has some friends out there on the stream. Joe on the stream also rooting for Kill Pickle and Chloe Catastrophe and all of the Crushers.
All right, that is Skittles jamming for the Crushers up against Piranha Pixie. Ruthless and Company slowing up Pixie at the back.
Skittles is through on that outside line with that initial pass.
And good force out and recycle by number 35, the Feral Kid. And Skittles forced out by Snapdragon and Company, has to reset. And we have a star pass to Ballistic. That means there's no longer a lead jammer. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Oh, Ballistic comes in fast, hits the back of that Crushers defense.
Chloe Catastrophe stopping Ballistic from getting through the pack.
Ronald Reagan could only dream of stopping Ballistics like that.
And there's the call off.
As we get ready for this next jam, I'd like to say thank you to Jam on Hawthorne for sponsoring our jam line. Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast.
And Magic 8-Ball and Company slowing up Sugar Glider. Meanwhile, Slamilton threw on the initial.
Sandwich trying the outside line with no success. Number 38 is in their way.
Kill Pickle and Company doing a great job containing Slider at the back of that, Sugar Glider at the back of that pack. Sour Snitch as well. And now Frantic joining in the face-to-face blocking, but picks up a direction of play penalty.
What was this mean?
I suspect they learned those one-on-one blocking skills from their coach, Smash Tag.
Beautiful chase down by the Feral Kid.
Oh, Kill Pickle, great stop there at the front. Oh, Gwen Weeper.
Beautiful
stopping-
defense by number 19, Gwen Reaper, right there.
Like to say thank you to WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life.
All right, T-Rex and Company set up at the back of the pack. There to slow down Noah Mercy. Meanwhile, up at the front, Lil T Rubble working hard against Honey Basher. Oh, Potato in a good stop there on Lil T Rubble.
With 9 minutes left in the game, we've got a score of Sour Punch Kids 150 to Candy Crushers 181. Looks like for the Sour Patch Kids, we've got Never Ending Glory jamming.
Up against Blueberry Ruffin. Blueberry Ruffin immediately recycles.
Beautiful defense played by number 087, Jawbreaker. Looks like we've got a jammer race.
And Blueberry Ruffin entering the pack. Up to the front. Good defense there. Oh, but that outside to inside slide.
Beautiful hit down played by Grizzly Bear.
Blueberry Ruffin finding a lane, creating a lane with that juke to the inside, move to the out.
And there's the call off.
B. Valdez saying, woohoo, number 888 Frantic, rolling with the homies. Thanks so much for joining us at home, B.
All right, next up we have Chloe Catastrophe in the white, and that is Be Afraid in the black. There's the whistle. Huge lane created on the outside. Chloe Catastrophe takes advantage. Oh, Skittles with the force out and recycle. Oh, Cayenne Pepper, directional play penalty. It's a good stop, but a little bit too much reverse effort there. Great solo block in the back by William Skatespear.
Frantic is getting all the love from Texas. Thank you so much for tuning in from so far away.
Is it all that far on the internet? And they're off.
Jamming for the Sour Punch Kids, we have number 19, Gwen Reaper.
And that is Voldemort.
Beautiful pass on the outside line from Gwen Reaper.
Voldemort looking to expel Aramis from the pack. Oh, great recycle by the Feral Kid. Oh, that pass to the pack was pretty. Very graceful. Sour Snitching Company ready for Gwen Reaper this time. And we have a star pass to Sour Snitch. And that is a track cut.
Great job on Feral Kid for drawing that track cut penalty.
And Sour Snitch taking a seat in that Darth Bling penalty box.
Looks like Gwen Weaver's in a power jam right now. And is through that pack on the outside line.
Chloe Catastrophe and Dill Pickle getting love from Hawaii. Aloha, Evie.
Jamming for the Sour Punch Kids is number 95, Lil T Rumble. They actually have a advantage because they're starting in a power jam.
And great work by Saltwater Taffy. Draws a penalty.
Sour Snitch is back on the track and Lil T Rumble takes a sit in the Darth Bling penalty box.
Oh, great work by Jawbreaker and company. Sour Snitch, nowhere to go. Oh, sorry, that was Thrash Panda. All right, next up we got Frantic.
Jamming for the Sour Punch Kids, we have Dynamite.
And Frantic gets recycled by Triple Three. Oh, wow.
Beautiful recycle.
That was Jawbreaker burying Frantic.
Beautiful defense from Jawbreaker, keeping Frantic from getting outside of the pack. Beautiful hit down from 087 Jawbreaker. Looks like Jawbreaker's really holding up the pack right now.
Oh, great one-on-one defense to the front by Snapdragon.
And Dynamite is through in that middle.
All right, period clock has expired. We are on jam time now.
Looks like Jawbreaker is going to the penalty box. Beautiful
Oh, the apex jump.
And there we go. That's the end of our game. We have an unofficial score of the Sour Patch Kids 206 to the Candy Crushers 215.
Can I do MVP, please?
Thank you, everybody in-house and on the stream for attending this game. Stand by for our second game of the afternoon, where we'll see an exhibition game by our Buds players.
Cayenne pepper. An MVP jammer. Blueberry ruffin. Which one is this? MVP blocker. Skittles. An MVP jammer. Dynamite.